So Three of Cups is all about joy and celebration. It is also about overflowing with emotions, which is also further kind of reinforced by the fact that there is so much of flourishing happening in the card. We see fruits and flowers and all these tendrils, and which represents growth. And growth in which area? Growth in the area of emotions, because it is a Cups card. Aum Friends, and I welcome you back to our channel Zazen Tarot Space. So today we are going to look at this card, the Three of Cups. As we see over here, we see three maidens almost in a kind of a dancing, celebratory mood, moving about, holding three cups in their hands and holding them up in the same manner as you hold up glasses to make a toast. You also see fruits and kind of flowers, fruits and tendrils kind of things around them, even in their hair, in fact. So what does our Three of Cups signify? We had seen that threes signify triangles. When they are positive, they can be supportive and they signify growth. When they are negative, then they can divide, they can separate, they can split. We have also seen in our video on the significance of the Cup suit that our Cup suit is all about emotions and relationships, friendships, feeling, loving. So what happens when the threes and the cups come together and form the Three of Cups? It is about growth in terms of emotions. Also, what is interesting to see, friends, is that in the Ace of Cups, where we had seen a hand and a cup, which was about introducing a new potential in the area of love and emotions, and then we had moved on to our Two of Cups, and we had seen that we see two love entities here, which are flowing into each other, merging into each other. So Three of Cups is completely based on the Two of Cups. Three of Cups is everything which would happen if the Two of Cups were to happen. So that will lay the groundwork for your memorizing of Three of Cups meanings, because I'm frequently bombarded with this one question by new learners of tarot cards, that how do we memorize the meanings of tarot cards. So every tarot card has an image, which is why I always suggest picking up Rider-Waite tarot cards for learning, because the image helps us recall 70 to 80% of the meanings. Whatever little is left comes with practice. And there's always a keyword. Like in the Three of Cups, we know that whatever happens in the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups is a result of that. So now let us understand what the meaning of the Three of Cups is. In the Two of Cups, we saw a kind of a relationship happening, a kind of a union, merger happening. So when that happens, either there will be a marriage proposal, so Three of Cups can represent marriage proposal. Also, it is a very happy moment when such a thing happens. If love happens, or meeting a soul companion happens, meeting your soulmate happens, which has happened in the Two of Cups, then there will be joy and celebration. So Three of Cups is all about joy and celebration. It is also about overflowing with emotions, which is also further kind of reinforced by the fact that there is so much of flourishing happening in the card. We see fruits and flowers and all these tendrils, and which represents growth. And growth in which area? Growth in the area of emotions, because it is a Cups card. So all these things are represented. Furthermore, when we see in the Two of Cups a bonding, an emotional bonding, then there can be a marriage proposal. Yes, we've discussed that. But then as a result of that, there can be a marriage. As a result of marriage, there can also be a pregnancy or a birth. Due to pregnancy, there can be a baby shower. There could also, of course, we missed out, there could be engagement. There could be parties and celebrations. So all of these things are represented by the Three of Cups. You name it and it's there. The pregnancy, the birth, the baby showers, the engagement parties, the marriage parties, marriages, meeting of people, celebrations, toasting, holding a toast up, making a toast. It could also represent sisterhood, because we see all three are women, so it's not restricted to, but yes, it could represent sisterhood. It's about merriment. Now another thing is that when we hold up a toast, we are usually celebrating, okay, happy news. It could also be celebration of victory, fulfillment. So victory is also a theme of the Three of Cups. If there has been negativity in the life of the client or the querent persistently for a while in the past, then the Three of Cups can signify that now is the time to make merry, because now you will be victorious over those tough times. This is also a card of feeling exuberant, bursting with energy, celebration, of course, feeling on top of the world. And this is a card where energies are going outwards, so it is about putting yourself out there, allowing yourself to be flow, being in the flow, and of course overflowing with high spirits, which is very evident in the card. Furthermore, what we see is dancing, enjoying, singing, merrymaking. All of these cards are represented by all of these things are represented by the Three of Cups. Enjoying friendship, yes, but more than just enjoying friendship can also be represented. So it could be a friendship between two or more people, but then it could also be extended to community, maybe a small community like neighbors, neighborhood, or a bigger community like maybe a small society or a bigger society as whole. So finding companions could be a theme here. Sharing with your companions, and if you were expecting some help, then help will be received. So this is a card of receiving outside help. Also, evidently, this is a card of being trusted and being able to trust others. So trust is a theme here. So as we see, friends, there are a lot of things and a lot of themes in the Three of Cups. Then when we were talking about community, it can represent where Two of Cups was forming a bond with your soulmate. Here Three of Cups can be about forming a group bond, bonding as a group, bonding as a society. Or furthermore, taking this one step further, it could be about discovering a common goal. So let's say the community needs to, or the society needs to work towards a certain goal together. Now that community could be something like just the family, it could be something like the neighborhood, it could be something like a team. For example, you need to a football team needs to work towards a certain goal. So developing that team spirit is also represented by the Three of Cups. Then when you're developing team spirit, it is also about uniting with others. It is also about helping each other, being helped, being a part of the group rather than thinking individually. Yeah, it could represent support groups, for that matter, working together in a support group. So as we can see, there are a lot of meanings attached to the Three of Cups. Now when we talk about opposing cards, that is, opposing cards are those cards which have opposite meanings. So when we talk about opposing cards, we look at the Three of Swords, friends, and that is quite contradictory to the meaning of the Three of Cups, where we are coming together in the Three of Cups for celebrations. There in the Three of Swords, we are lonely, isolated, hurting, and we are moving kind of inwards and moving away from people. So there are a lot of other opposing cards also for the Three of Cups, like the Six of Swords, Nine of Swords, then the Nine of Wands and Hermit, which we have not yet covered in the series. We'll talk about them as and when we cover those cards. But when we come to reinforcing cards, again, one card that we should talk about here is the Three of Pentacles, because just recalling again, the definition of reinforcing cards was that cards which reinforce the meaning of each other are reinforcing cards, so they are similar in meaning. So Three of Pentacles is also about working in a group. The only difference is that Three of Cups is more about an emotional coming together, personal coming together, whereas the Three of Pentacles is more of an official coming together. So teamwork is there, but the difference being emotional versus personal. But when we see both, let's say for example, we see both the Three of Pentacles as well as Three of Cups in a reading, we know that there's a lot of collaboration happening. So that theme, that kind of a commonality between cards gets really enhanced and exaggerated. So we know, we are sure that this is really there. This kind of a theme is really there in the person's life right now, or maybe in the person's character or personality for that matter. So friends, I hope that you have received a fairly good understanding of the meaning of the Three of Cups, and if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments section below. You can ask, and we'll try and answer your questions. From here we will now move on to the Three of Swords, which is our next card. So friends, let us understand what the Three of Swords means in a tarot card reading.